am I still perfect? And as Larry said, I do agree. I think that's what you're saying too, that you are perfect. I do agree that you are, because that's what the perfection is. I think we have idea, even socially and culturally, of a perfection that's like
that's what I was
perfect me. I don't do nothing wrong, and I don't say, you know. And in that note, I will be passing it back to the person who is moderator.
That's what I was
yeah, that's what I was about to. I was just thinking that about y'all little debate.
To
me, like,
no.
There's no winning it.
We are not.
Oh, well, basically, kind of back to what y'all was saying. Like, to me, it's like when you say about being perfect, it's like perfect according to whose standards. When you look at the world's standards, no, you cannot be perfect in everything with God. But when you look at God's standards, like, because of the fact that, like, He knows you're gonna sin, so He's already like dismissed that, then you can be perfect. It just depends on like under whose standards you're following.
That's what I was gonna say.
Under the world standards, there's no way you can be perfect.
Can I say one thing? I was thinking if you said it in the right way. It's like when you say somebody's perfect. When you say perfect, if I came to you and said I'm perfect, I bet you'll find one thing that you think I do wrong. And that's why I said on this earth you can't be perfect. Because anybody looks at you can find something that they think in their perfection looks wrong. That's why I said it's about in the spirit where you're perfect. Because even if I do something wrong, God's already forgiven me for it.
Right.
I'm already perfect. So I'm not saying that because I sin I'm no longer perfect. I'm perfect because I know who God is. I know what He's done for me, and I know the finished work.
Right.
So I'm perfect.
So you just try to really like trick me.
How about
Because
tricking
what I
you?
was telling you is that, you know, it doesn't. I never looked at what like man thought in this conversation that we was having. Like man's thought about who we were never like that wasn't. Like,
it is a thought because you brought up you said
obviously using what Christ was saying. I never used what man was.
and I said Christ said
I used
to
the word.
us, and I said how do we interpret
Right.
it? Because I actually the first thing I said is how we interpret His words because anybody who reads that has to interpret it for themselves.
Right.
So if you're interpreting perfect, that's going to be on how
Oh,
you interpret
right.
perfect,
Right.
how she interprets perfect, how I interpret perfect. So you can't say
Okay.
that it's perfect by what you read because you interpret it a different way. It can only be perfect by your relationship with Christ. It had nothing to do with if you read that to me and say I should be perfect and it can be attainable because my perfect might not be your perfect, but you think is attainable on this earth. So it has to be only through the Spirit. Only.
I said it.
No, you didn't.
I
You
did.
said
I said
that
through
you
God.
can
I
still
said
attain
through
to
man.
it
You
though.
You
cannot.
said through all
I said through man.
aspects.
I said through man. I
Now you're trying to change it.
never
It's
said that
okay.
word. I said through man.
It's
It would be
okay.
impossible.
Okay. Well,
It's
All
okay.
right.
You lost.
I was
It's all
right. I was right.
No,
I really
no,
was.
no,
You gonna have this
no.
conversation another
You
time.
lost.
You gonna have this conversation another
You
time.
lost.
You lost. You lost. All right.
What time is it?
Now I guess we could just talk about like
No, he didn't. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
like what's your way to I guess basically achieve living like Jesus. Like I guess staying to yourself, not going overboard.
What was the question? It's cute, but I like didn't catch it.
Basically, like, how do you explain how you would like your personal thing on living like Jesus, like with like staying true to yourself?
Um, well, for me, living like Jesus would be like,